Everyone, and good morning to one and all. I am Sneha Prakash Kshatriya from Shivdi Cross Road, Mumbai Public Secondary School. I in last lecture we have started our next chapter, that is sets. Now we are going to continue it. Okay. So in last lecture I have taken 1.1 practice set. In this practice set, or before that practice set, we have learned that what are sets and how they are denoted, what are the elements or what are the members of the sets, and how we are going to denote it. Okay, and what are the types? There were two types in which we can write down the sets. First one was listing method. Listing method. There were two methods to write down the sets. First one was listing method, and the second one was rule method. Rule method. Okay, so in these two types, we were in these two forms, we were writing the sets. How was we were writing the sets in listing method? For example, a set of even numbers is given to you. Then how you are going to write down A is equal to set of even numbers, that is 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on. Okay, and same set if I am taking, that I have to write in rule method. Okay, I am taking the same set of even numbers. I'm taking the same set that you have to write in rule method. Then how you are going to write? It is A is equal to X. Rule method, how we are going to write down the X? Set that A is equal to X such that X is equal to 2n. 2n means what? It is the multiple of 2. That's why 2n. And n belongs to what? Natural number. N belongs to natural number. Okay, it is the series which is going continuously. Okay, it is infinite. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, so on. We can continue up to infinite. Okay, so here also n belongs to n. N is natural number. So natural number set is also infinite. It will go so on. Okay, so rule method, how we are going to write? A is equal to X such that X is equal to 2n. N belongs to n. So these were the two methods in which we have written this sets were written in these two forms. Okay. Now we are going to learn about types of sets. What are the types of sets? Okay. There are 4 types of sets. First one is singleton set. What do you mean by singleton set? Singleton set means what? According to the name. Okay. Go according to the name. Singleton. Okay. Singleton set means what? According to the singleton set means what? A set which contains only one element. Okay, whatever the element is there, it is contain only one element, whatever it is. Okay, so for example, if I take P is equal to set such that even prime numbers X such that X is even prime number. So how many even prime numbers are there? Even prime numbers. There is only one even prime number, and that is what? 2. So this will become set is equal to 2. So such kind of set which contains only and only one element, that is called as singleton set. I have taken here an example P such that X is even prime number, and even prime number are what? 2. Okay, this is what your singleton set. Then the next one, empty set or null set. What is empty set or null set? Empty means what? Nothing is there. So such set which does not contain any element. For example, if I take Q is equal to set X such that X is natural number, and it belong less than X is natural number, and which is less than 1. Which is less than 1. So you know that natural number starts from 1. Natural number कहाँ से start होता है? Natural number is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Right? Now I need and set such that x is a natural number, but it should be less than 1. Is it possible? It is not possible because less than 1, there is no such element in n. Therefore, this set become empty set, or it does not contain. 0 is an element. Sorry, 0 is an element. 0 you can write as an element. Here also, if you write singleton 0, it is an element. But in empty set, it is written only curly bracket. There you don't have to write any single element. So this is how you are going to denote the empty set. Or this is also denoted as like this, 5. Okay, this is also denoted as like 5. This is also the denotion for empty set, and also this. This is called as 5. Okay, null set or empty set. This is how null set or empty set is denoted. Just write down the curly bracket. Don't write anything, or you can write 5 also. Okay. Now next one is what? Finite set. What is finite set? Finite set means what? A set in which we can count the numbers. A set in which we can count the numbers. Okay. And tell us the perfect number that finite set. Okay. The set in which we can count the numbers or count the elements. How many elements are there? That kind of set is called as finite set. For example, I take a set R such that x is letters in the word T. Okay? T K. I take T. T E A. Okay? Like this I am writing. X such that x is letters in the word T. So how this set will become? How this set will become T? Means what? It will become T. First element is T. Second element is E. And third element is A. So this is countable. 1, 2, 3. Okay. If it is countable, then it is called as finite set. Then it is called as finite set. Then what is infinite set? Which is uncountable. If this set is countable, then it is uncountable. Infinite means what? It is going on and going on and going on. There is no such end or completion. That set is called as infinite set. The set which is not countable elements is called infinite set. For example, the best examples are natural number set, whole number set, then your integers, real numbers, rational numbers. All the set of these numbers are your infinite sets. Best example. Natural number starts from 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. There is dot. Okay. See here, there is dot everywhere. So if it is counting uncountably, then it is called as infinite set. Then again, one is whole number. It is start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Then integers also it starts from dot. Okay. Then -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Okay. So this is what your infinite sets. Natural number, whole number, integers, real numbers, rational numbers, irrational numbers. All these numbers are what your infinite set. Okay. Then we will talk about in equal sets. Okay. What are equal sets? Next is equal sets. Okay. So here also you can write it as 5 and this set will become TEA. Okay. So what are equal sets? Equal set means what? The sets which contains equal number of elements. Okay. If I consider two sets, okay, we will consider this example only. This T example only, best example. We can write it in two ways. Suppose I have write A is equal to set X such that X is letter in word P. Okay. So the set A will become what? T, E, A. Right? T, E, A. And suppose I have taken another set B such that X is letter in word 8. Okay. 8. A-T-E. T and 8. Now, what will be the set B? Set B will become A-T-E. Okay. The letters are A-T-E. So, the elements of set B is equal to A-T-E. Now, see here, compare here. A is here, A is here, T is here, T is also here, E is here, E is also here. So, all the elements of the set A and B are same. All the elements of A and B are same. Therefore, we can say that set A is equal to set B. Set A is equal to B. Or this also we can write as A is equal to B. Simply we can write as A is equal to B. How we are going to judge that the sets are equal? If all the elements of the set A and B are equal, then the sets are equal. All the elements are equal, then the sets are equal. Okay. Now we will see the only this much is only there the basics related to practice set 1.2. So now we will start the practice set 1.2. Before that, if you want to take down this, you can take down this, or you can take down the screenshot also. Okay. Let us start practice set 1.2. Very easy, only this much basics is there. Only using that basic only you have to solve the practice set 1.2. Practice set 1.2. What is the first question? First question is decide whether the following are equal sets and which are not. Okay, you have to find out whether they are equal sets or not. Okay, justify your answer, and also you have to justify your answer. There are 3 sets are given. From that 3 sets, Nilesh Brijal. Yes, Nilesh. Why you raised your hand, Nilesh? Do you have any doubt?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Sneha, madam.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it visible.
Yes. I can't hear you, ma'am. And you have to tell whether they are equal or not. Okay, justify your answer. So first we will set A. What is A set given to us? A set is X such that 3x minus 1 is equal to 2. Okay, we will solve it one by one. A is equal to, okay. Now you have to solve this. This is the condition given to us. Then what are the elements of set A? So 3x minus 1 is equal to 2 is given to you. Then solve this. 3x is equal to 2 plus 1. This minus 1 will shift there. It will become 2 plus 1. X is equal to 2 plus 1 how much? 3. 3 is here multiply. It will go to right side and divide x. So you get x is equal to 1. So what are the elements? X is equal to 1. Therefore, A is equal to what is the element? 1. Okay. We get A is equal to 1 element, that is 1. Okay. Question number 2. Okay, second set is what given to you. B is equal to x such that x is natural number, but x is neither prime nor composite. B is equal to x such that x is natural number. Okay, x belongs to, I write like this, x is natural number and x is neither prime nor composite. Nor composite. Okay, so what you have to write, x is such number which is natural number. Okay, x is natural number but it is neither prime nor composite. So prime bhi nahi hai, composite bhi nahi hai. If it is not prime nor composite, then there is only one number which is neither prime nor composite, and that is what? 1. So 1 is the number which is belongs to natural number and also which is neither prime nor composite. So what is the B set? It is simply will become 1 only, because 1 is such number which is neither prime nor composite. Okay. Third, C set is given. Okay, what is the C set given to you? X such that x belongs to n. Okay, x such that x belongs to n and x is strictly less than. What is strictly less than 2? Okay, you don't have to take 2. Before 2, whatever the elements are there, only that we have to consider. 2k before, all the numbers are there that you have to consider in this set. So x is such that x is belongs to n. Okay, x belongs to n means what? Natural number and which is less than 2. So C में भी क्या आएगा सिर्फ? Only 1 will come, because what? X is natural number and natural number starts from n is equal to, where is the natural number? It starts from 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. We made a number which is strictly less than 2 and which is only 1. Okay. So we get C is equal to 1. Now compare this. A is equal to singleton set 1. B is equal to singleton set 1. C is equal to singleton set 1. So all the sets are having only one element and the same element. If the elements are same, then we can say that the sets are equal. Therefore, from 1, 2 and 3, A is equal to B is equal to C. Set A is equal to set B is equal to set C. Very easy example it is. Okay, just solve this, you will get the answer. Also you have solved this, you will get the answer and you will get that set A and set B and set C are equal. Okay, this is what the justification. Or you can write here also, all the elements in set A, B and C are same. Therefore, set A is equal to set B is equal to set C. Very easy example. Similarly, second example can be done also. Okay, second example, decide whether set A and set B are equal sets. Give reason for your answer. Similarly, you have to write down the second question. Same question is there. A and B both sets are given. So, and that you have to solve. Even prime numbers, I have already told you that even prime number is 2. That is very easy one. And second is B again given in this form. So you have to solve and find the whether what is the value of x, and according to that compare A and B set and see whether they are equal or not. And you have to write down like this and justify your answer. So question number 2 is homework for you. Question number 2 is homework for you. We will see the question number 3 directly. Which of the following sets are empty sets and why? Okay. Which of the following sets are empty sets and why? So first we will see first one. What is the set A given to us? A is equal to A such that A is natural number smaller than 0. A is natural number smaller than 0. Is there any number which is natural and less than 0? Because natural number itself starts with 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Because natural number itself starts with 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Right? Sanu Mishra. Yes. Yes, unmute yourself, Sanu Mishra.
Then the less than 0 is also 0 because there is no number bigger than the 0.
Yes. That only I am telling that natural numbers start from 1, 2, 3, 4 and we want a number which is smaller than 0. Then is there any element in A which is possible to write here? No, because there is no such element which is less than 0 and natural, because natural number starts itself with 1. So the A set will be empty set. A set will be empty set or 5. We can write here 5 also. So A set we get as empty set. Okay. Now let us see the next set. B is equal to what is given to you? X such that x square is equal to 0. So how many elements are there in B, or how many numbers are there whose square is 0? There is only one number whose square is 0 and that is 0 itself. 0 square is 0. So the element will become 0. So the B has only one element and which is equal to 0. We have to satisfy this condition. Okay. How we are going to satisfy this condition? That any element is there whose square is 0, then that element you have to write in B. So 0 is such element whose square is 0. So B में क्या आएगा सिर्फ 0. Only the element in B will become 0. Okay. Third. What is the third? C is given to you. Let us see. X such that 5x minus 2 is equal to 0 and x belongs to what? Natural number. X belongs to what? Natural number. So again we have to find out what are the elements in C. For that they have given this equation. We have to solve this. So first if we will write 5x is equal to 2. This minus 2 shift to the right side. So we get 5x is equal to 2. So what is the value of x? X is equal to 2 upon 5. Okay. So 5 divide here. So we get x is equal to 2 upon 5. But what is the condition on x? X belongs to what? Natural number. And here only we have seen that the natural number starts from 1, 2, 3, 4. There is no fraction element in natural number. There is no fraction element in natural number. So x is equal to 2 upon 5. This condition does not satisfy. This condition does not satisfy. Therefore, C is equal to empty set. Again, C is equal to what? You get an empty set or 5 set. Since 2 upon 5 is not a natural number. Here you can write since 2 upon 5 is not a natural number. Right? This is your justification that 2 upon 5 is not a natural number. Therefore, C is equal to empty set of 5. So, which of the following are empty sets? Now, which are the following are empty set? Set A is empty set and set C is empty set. B is not an empty set. A and C are empty set. B is not an empty set. Okay. So, very easy it is. Just whatever given to you that you have to solve and see whether. See here. Many of the times confusion creates here only. Because 0 is given. 0 means 5. Consider. Many of the times we consider 0 as 5. But 0 is not 5. 0 is an element. And 0 is square of 0. Okay. 0 square becomes 0. So that's why 0 becomes an element. So if we consider 0 in the set, then it is not an empty set. Okay. Then this is not an empty set. A and C are what here? Empty sets. Okay. Last question. Write the Write with reasons which of the following sets are finite or infinite. Very, very easy one. Finite and infinite you have to write down. Question number 4. First is given to you. A is equal to x such that A is equal to x such that x is less than 10. X is strictly less than 10 and x is natural number. And x is natural number. Okay, I have written like this. X is natural number means what? X belongs to M. Okay. So I have a condition given here that x is less than 10. X is strictly less than 10. So I have to write the numbers which are before 10 and which belongs to natural number. So what are the elements which belongs to natural number and less than 10? So it starts with natural number first starts with 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Up to only 9 I am going to take because here condition is given that x should be less than 10. X should be less than 10 and it should belongs to natural number. As if we know natural numbers is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and infinitely counting. So A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 is what your countable numbers. You can finitely say that how many elements are there. How many elements are there? Here are 9 elements. In the set A, there are 9 elements, which is countable. That's why it becomes a finite set. Therefore, A contains 9 elements. Therefore, A is finite set. A is what your finite set. Example 2. Second example is what? B is equal to y. B is equal to y such that y less than minus 1. Okay. Y is strictly less than minus 1 and y is an integer. Y is integer. What are integers? What are integers? First we will see what are integers. Integers, I will write here said it starts with dot 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 dot. Okay. Then -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and again dot 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 dot. This here integer set. So here condition is given that y is such that y is less than -1. -1 say छोटे numbers. So I have to think about only this set. Only about this set. So it starts from -2, -3, -4 and so on. So B set क्या बनेगा? -2, -3, -4, and so on. Okay. So now here see dot 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 is there means what? It becomes an infinite set. It becomes an infinite set because it is not countable. How many elements are there? We cannot count. That's why it becomes an infinite set. Therefore, B is an infinite set. Because the number of elements is not countable, therefore B becomes an infinite set. So this completes our practice set 1.2. Only 2 examples are there which are considered from equation 4. Other examples are removed from your syllabus for this year only. So next examples are not there for your study. Only for this year. Okay. If you want to take down, then take down the screenshot. Question number 2 is homework for you guys. Just say how we have solved question number 1. According to that only you have to solve a question number 2 also. 3 and 4 I have taken here. We will go for the next part. The next is very important and very interesting part of sets. And that is your Venn diagram. Okay, Venn diagrams. Now, what is Venn diagram? See here, in on page number 7. Who is this? Lenovo. Yes, Lenovo K8 Plus. Who's that student? Unmute yourself. Okay. On page number 7, it is given that British logician John Venn was the first to use closed figures to represent sets. So British logician was there, John Venn, who invented about the Venn diagram and the parts related to the sets. Okay. So whenever a pictorial or any figure or any diagram comes in front of us, it becomes very easy for us to calculate or to tell what are the actual figures. For example, if we consider a bar diagram, okay, if we consider a bar diagram like this, and I say here are rainfall per month, and here is the whatever we can say the millimeter, in how much millimeter the rainfall is done. Then if I say here Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, so here comes the June. So by using this pictorial diagram, we can directly BA barabar nahi nikli. It is not like actually what we it should be, but I'll draw a little bit proper one. So if we consider like this, then if it is Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, and these are the months, and if this is the rainfall in millimeter, then we can say that in which month the maximum rainfall is there. Then we can say here in June month there is the maximum rainfall, because in this bar diagram, whatever the bar is there, it is very high, and here the whatever the calculations is 1000 or somewhat 500, this much of it is not in done, but still I am taking some, for example 500. Then we can say that comparing all the months, we can say that in June month the whatever the rainfall is there done, it is maximum. So by using pictures or such kind of diagrams, we can clearly say that what is actually given to you. Okay, so it becomes easy when it comes in diagrammatic form. So that only here when British logician have decided to draw all the sets in diagrammatic form. So whatever the set we are given, for example, A is set of even numbers x such that x is, let us take odd numbers, even bahut ho gaya, and x is less than 10. Okay, x is less than 10. Then what are the sets or what are the elements? Start from 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. So this we have to represent in diagrammatic form. Then how we are going to represent? Most of the times it is drawn in a circular or closed figure. Okay, circular or any closed figure we have to take rounded shape, or it is elliptical shape, whatever it is, and we have to draw like this, and you have to write the elements here, and you have to keep some space between them. You don't have to write them very clear close and give comma and all that. You can write it anywhere which you want. 7, 9. Like this. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Like this you have to draw a closed figure, and whatever the elements are there, that you have to write in that closed figure. So that is what given to us by a Venn logician, that whatever the sets are there, that sets we can write down like this in closed figures, so that it will become easy to calculate us. Okay, it will become easy for us to know what are the elements in set. Now, if I'm taking only one set, then it is okay. But if I'm taking 2 or 3 or more sets, then it becomes difficult to find out when 2 or 3 lines are given. Then it becomes very difficult to find out that what are the elements of A, what are the elements of B, what are the common elements in A and B. So it becomes very difficult to find out when it is in such form. So it becomes easy in diagrammatic form. Okay. So that's why we are taking like this. Okay, Venn diagram. Now next one is subset. Okay, what is subset? Before that, if I take 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, this is the odd numbers. Okay, I have a set B is equal to X such that X is natural number and X less than 20 or X less than 20. I am taking any example. Okay, X is natural number and X is less than 20. So what will be the set? The set will become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and so on up to 19. Okay, and so on up to 19. So B is the set of natural numbers which is less than 20. From 1 to 19 I have written here. Okay. Now you can see that all the elements of A, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 here are present. 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. All the elements of A are present in set B. If such happens, all the elements of set A are present in B, then we say that A is subset of B. All elements of set A is present in set B, then set A is subset of B. Then we can say that set A is subset of B. See here, all the elements of one set, if it is present in another set, in definition form. In definition form of subset, what we can say, if all the elements of one set is present in another set, then they are subset of each other. Okay, then it is the subset of another set. So here I have taken that set A, all the elements of set A are present in set B. Therefore, A is subset of B. And how it is mathematically represented? It is mathematically represented as A is subset of B. So the mathematical representation of subset is A is subset of B. If all the elements of one subset of all the elements of one set is present in another set, then this set is subset of the another set. Okay, the first set is the subset of second set. So here what is the mathematical representation? A is subset of B. So this is the second important thing which we have to learn in this Venn diagram. So this is the basics. So basic related, when we will go in examples, the idea will be clear about what is the closed figure or what is the subset and how we are going to represent and how we are going to solve the example. Before that, we have to remember few things which are given to you. Okay. I have got this. Okay. First one is every set is subset of itself. Every set is subset of itself. A is subset of A. Simple. If A is set given to you 1, 3, 5, 7, okay, and A is subset of A means what? It is subset of itself because 1, 3, 5, 7 is element which is present in A also. So every set is subset of itself. First set is also subset of another set. If all the elements of first set is present in second set, then we call it that first set is subset of another set. Similarly here, all the elements of A are present in A. Therefore, A is subset of itself. Okay. Second, empty set is subset of every set. Empty set is subset of every set. Empty set means what? Phi. And phi means nothing is there. Phi means what? Nothing is there. So nothing is always subset of A. Okay. Here also we can write that phi is subset of A. How? Because phi means what? There is no element. So no element means what? It will become subset of every set. So phi is subset of any set. Okay. Third one is if A is equal to B. If A is equal to B, then A is subset of B and B is subset of A. Possibly, if A is equal to B, means what? If A is set 1, 3, 5, 7 and B is the set, for example, 3, 7, 1, 5. That only numbers I have written here, but in different form. Different form means what? Just I have changed their position. First I have written 3, then 7, then 1 and 5. I have changed their position. But whatever the elements are there, they are same. It means A is equal to B. Because their position might be changed, but the elements are same. So that doesn't matter. So A is equal to B. So we can say that A is subset of B and B is subset of A. A is subset of B and B is subset of A. Because all the elements in A are present in B. All the elements in B are present in A. Vice versa. Okay. So that's why it will become A is equal to B. And the fourth one is just vice versa. If A is subset of B and B is subset of A, then A is equal to B. Why ho gaya? If these are the two subsets of each other, A is subset of B and B is subset of A, then what will become? They will become A is equal to B. This statement is just reversed and that is what vice versa true. Okay. Now some activities and examples are there which is skipped from your syllabus for this year. So that activity and some examples are there which is not there in your syllabus. We will take the last point, universal set. Okay, one example is there, but that example we will see here now. Then one example is given to you. If A is equal to 1, 3, 4, 7, 8. If A is equal to 1, 3, 4, 7 and 8. Okay. Then write all the possible subsets of A. Then write all the possible subsets of A. We have to write all the possible subsets. They have not said just write 2 or 3. They have said to write down all the possible subsets of A. जितने हो सके उतने सारे के सारे हमें लिखने हैं. All the sets. So what are the subsets of A? First, given that 1, 3, 4, 7 and 8. Okay. So first, phi is subset of all set. We are seeing that phi is subset of all set. So first will become phi set. Okay, phi is subset of all set. Second, A is subset of A. A itself is subset of A. That also we have seen in the property that phi is subset of all set and A is subset of itself. Okay. Then what we can write? Okay. Third one. Now we have to find out the sets, different sets which we have to find out. Okay. So how many sets we can write. There are many sets which we can write in this combination. Okay, first 1 will come, then 3 will come, then 4 will come, then 7 will come, and 8. These are what here just singleton sets. 1, 3, 4, 7, 8. These are what the sets which we have found in this. A is equal to 1, 3, 4, 7, 8. Now we have to take the pairs of them. Then we have to take next whatever the pairs we can take. Then take 1, 3, then 1, 4, 1, 7, 1, 8. Okay, so it will become 1, 3, then 1, 4, then 1, 7, and 1, 8. Only two pair. That too only regarding 1 we are taking. Okay. Now 3, 4, 3, 8, 3, 7, 3, 8. Then it will become 3, 4, 3, 7, 3, 8. Now why I haven't taken 1 and 3? Why I haven't taken 1 and 3? Because 3 and 1 already we have done. 1, 3 and 3, 1 are one and the same thing which we have already done. So 3, 1 we don't have to take. Okay. So we have to consider only the next one. Then it will become 4, 7 and 4, 8. Then it will become 4, 7 and 4, 8. So all these sets are what? Subset of A. All these sets are what? Subset of A. If here we can start from B, C, D, E. There are many sets. There are many sets which we have to form. Just now we are taking only two pairs. Afterwards we will take 3 pairs. 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 7, 1, 3, 8. Like this. 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 7, 1, 3, 8. Then 3, 4, 7. Also, whichever the pairs are there before we have done, that pairs we don't have to consider. So all the subsets which we can find from this set, that you have to find out. So next are what the homework for you. ठीक है? ये जो आगे का है, आगे का आप homework के लिए निकालो. Next, find all the subsets of this set A. Find all the subsets of this A. Okay. So today we have completed this sets, practice set 1.2, in which we have studied the types of sets. What are the types of sets? And afterwards we have completed the practice set 1.2. Then we have seen about Venn diagram. What is Venn diagram? And then we have come under this topic, that is subsets. What are the subsets? Okay. In next lecture we will see the universal set.